Hey guys, it's Luigi, Mario, and the one and only Princess.
Peach.
Yes.
No crown, but the crown's always on. Okay?
Yes.
It didn't fit.
Everywhere she goes, honey.
Everywhere.
Just keep coming off.
Yeah.
A lot of, I don't know.
And we are
No, just
ATL committee gather around, and we're doing a very special episode for you guys.
Yeah.
I feel like we just have so much good chemistry. So today we're just gonna shoot the.
That's
just
it.
talk about a little bit of everything, have fun. We got drinks in front of you guys. They
Yeah.
love the light liquor, the Don
tequila.
Julios.
We got that done.
Hey.
Little done.
Hey.
Done. I had to
Hey.
teach Morgan that song.
Right, like 5 minutes ago. I like it.
You just learned that?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew about it?
No.
Yeah.
So what he talking about? You just learned that. He ain't know neither.
Anyway,
Woo!
I'm a brown boy, so I do love my dark liquor. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I do. You know, all I drank was Hennessy for like.
Yes.
Really?
Everybody
Yes.
knew me for drinking Hennessy.
Hennessy. The Hennessy
such a
queen.
ninja. That's what that restaurant working to get you.
That what's crazy is I started drinking tequila January of 2023. Derek got me a bottle of Reposado, and that was my first time having tequila since I was 21. I got so sick as a dog at U-Bar riding that bull
That's a
Really?
for my 21st birthday. I was sick as a dog. I thought I had alcohol
You
poisoning.
kind of thin too. That bull. What the?
You were like
got
90
threw off?
pounds back
You
in
know
the
I
day.
got through off that bull.
Yeah.
And I was drunk.
Do they still have that over there?
I don't know if they do. That has to be one of the longest clubs that done
Where's
stayed
you
open
bar?
around here.
Where's you bar?
Well,
Camp
not
Creek.
really, because it used to be
That's
called.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
It's called U-Bar now. It used to be called. Not Sports Line. That's in Marietta.
Bruh, y'all remember Cafe Red Trader?
On Franklin Road.
Yes, I used to go
You
there.
know that?
But yeah, back in the day.
Franklin Road.
It was hood as it was.
Yeah, a section you can get a section for $100.
Right. It was so hood.
Marietta was where it was at.
Listen.
No, I don't.
Run
Listen,
around.
wait, look, let me look into the camera. I'm not gonna let these Mariettans, and I'm not even from Georgia, okay?
So-
But I'm not gonna let these Mariettans try to say and hype up Marietta like it's my mustache. Like it was the place to
But
be.
yet he knew the club.
It was
right?
the place to be.
He knew the club.
It was the place to be.
Right.
Maria
I
Bonita,
stayed off-
Listen.
Back Room,
Listen.
Mad Mad World.
Listen.
Let me tell you something.
Look at it, y'all.
Let me tell you something.
Listen,
we
I-
was getting down. You better ask somebody
Hey,
who was
listen.
in the club
I
from
need
08.
all my people from Atlanta to get in these comments
Stop.
We don't.
and let them
You don't
know.
even have to
Let me
from
tell you
Atlanta.
something.
'Cause
The
I'm
people
not
from
from Atlanta,
Marietta,
so I can't
people
really
from
say.
Marietta or from the north side never wanted
Marietta.
to be from
Marietta.
Atlanta. I'm so tired of
At
that.
all.
You ain't from Atlanta. We didn't want to be, boo.
Period.
We had what we needed in Marietta, and we
tell
was
them.
good to go.
Right. And I used to be in
They was there.
Club Red Train. I used to buy me this Dickie suit I used to get from Michaels and Michaels off of the South Park
Morgan in a
Drive.
Dickie suit.
Listen, I had my uncle air sprayed the back of it. I had my Air
What
Forces.
what y'all
Air
call it
Forces
when
on.
you
Look at Ronaldo mustache. Can we just have a moment? Look at Morgan.
what you call him? Somebody.
He need to lick them lips. I've been trying to give him a hint, but I keep forgetting. Thank you.
My
It's
mustache.
always
Y'all,
him.
this is literally what all the meetings are like.
Listen.
We meet weekly. Like if y'all don't
Y'all,
know,
wait, do you want to tell them about yesterday?
Oh, how we got
I got accused of
Princess-
being weird.
Princess P.
not the princess.
I got accused.
Yep.
Normally, if you tell me I cussed you out, I was being loud. You thought I was aggressive.
Well, low key, I think we were allowed for where we were.
We were. Yeah.
we were okay.
And we were
I'll
talking
take
about
that.
some.
And I
some
remember.
things.
We're talking about
I remember when we was like, because Morgan got this laugh. He do that.
Just
the
Morgan
whole
by himself, right?
Whole movement. No, I'm saying we
No,
all was laughing too, but
yeah,
you know
but
Morgan do the whole
loud
theatrics
is,
when he
laugh
do it.
is louder
I have a
than
cackle.
all of us. Yeah,
I
Morgan
own
has a
up to that.
cackle.
But the girl said that Remy was the one. She was like the girl.
Well, lay the situation
I
out
feel
for
like-
them because show them how we was sitting and everything.
So we were
So
at
people
a
know
coffee
it's
shop.
not me.
like
It wasn't
this.
me.
So we were at a coffee shop in Cobb County.
Marietta.
Actually,
No,
Smyrna.
Smyrna.
But
Cobb.
one of my favorite coffee shops, they have some really good tea, some herbal tea
Should
that we
we-
really love.
should we shout 'em out?
No. We should not.
Oh,
do
I
that.
was supposed to call and speak to the manager. So wait till I
Yeah.
speak to the manager.
Right.
So
Yeah,
we
depending on
won't-
how they handle that,
We want Princess P to be a Karen first.
And
and
Right before
y'all know
we-
I'm calling.
right before we actually have our podcast filming time, we like to gather around, and have a quick meeting about like where we at, just business meeting about the next episodes,
Money,
what's to come,
marketing.
money, all that's good stuff. Just so you know, it's not the hour that you see or the 30 minutes that you see right now. So I was literally sitting. It was a round table.
Yeah.
And I was actually sitting to my
Like
back
here.
to the wall, but to this young lady, she was to my left, but she was through a couple people, so I really couldn't even see her visually. So Renata was sitting to the right, facing the young lady, and Remy was sitting on the corner back towards the door, and actually she's facing us, so she didn't even know what was going on.
Back to the lady.
Period.
Back.
So we minded our business. Probably a little bit louder. I would definitely say that because it was a coffee shop, and we, when we get together,
We get going.
Yeah,
It's a public place. We having a good time.
We were lit off. We was lit off of what kind
Good
of
Turmeric tea.
What kind of tea we drank?
Turmeric.
Turmeric and ginger tea.
I
It's
didn't
really
even have
good.
nothing. I had water.
Right.
And I got accused.
And then, so basically, Renata out of nowhere was like, "Hey, I think that lady's recording us," and I'm like, "I don't think so." So I looked. I didn't look at her. I looked at the reflection on the wall, and clearly you can tell that she was actually recording us.
Yeah.
I saw the recording sign, and I saw us on the screen, and it wasn't just like the coffee shop where we were. You can clearly tell she was focused on us.
Zoomed in
So I was like, "Oh wow, okay."
My back is there. So I'm like,
can
y'all
see
pay
anything.
attention.
Right.
I'm like, why are y'all not paying attention?
It's
Because
so hard.
every time we
For
meet,
him.
you
It
all are
was.
so distracted. You all start talking about 12 topics at once. It's like, it's a mess. So I'm like, listen, AD and HD, like we need to lock in. So I'm getting so frustrated with them. I'm like, y'all, pay attention. Ronaldo, pay attention. Then Ronaldo phone like this.
He starts recording her.
He started recording her.
you
So
right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Ronaldo, like, turn around. She recording us. So I literally looked like, and I was like, oh yeah, she's definitely recording us. And I just kept going with the meeting.
Yeah.
And then you were like, they talking about us. Oh, now I have a problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay.
Because Morgan turned around and went eye to eye with the white.
I wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, and they locked eyes, and it was like, it made it even more weird.
But that wasn't for.
Mind you, my back
I
still
feel
to
like
the people don't know what's going on.
I still had. I wouldn't say an obligation. I would still say it's within my right. If I see someone actively recording me, I'm going to look at you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what they say when somebody's about to rob you or whatever. You feel like some type of not promiscuous, malicious behavior going on.
Yeah.
Look them in the face, start talking to them, and kind of diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
However, that didn't happen. So I did look at her directly, and she kept on recording. So I'm like, the person who made it awkward was really her.
So then I said, Ronaldo, we need to say something.
Yeah.
And that's all she had to say.
Don't say how you said it. Don't, because I don't
Yeah.
want you to.
But long story short,
Incriminate
she
yourself.
ended up saying that she felt like I was being weird.
And talking about her.
And my back was to her the entire time.
Meanwhile,
said
women don't
the
even know
only-
what
I
girl
never
looks
said a
like.
word. I didn't even know what was going on behind me.
She said that, just how exact words was, that girl, I just know that girl was talking about me. And I said, the only time we even notice you is when you start recording us.
And I didn't even know what was going on.
Your
My back was to
turned.
her the whole time. So I'm like, that was the first time I think somebody's
It was so
accused me of
weird.
something I didn't do.
Yeah.
That's a sucky feeling because I was like,
Girl,
I didn't even
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate that.
She had some stuff going on because the more I talked to her, the more I realized she got some stuff going on.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
upstairs,
why I was
downstairs,
trying to
and
Be the principal.
Yeah, you were. I was just
Because
like,
I wasn't
I didn't
trying to get
appreciate
Jeffrey
that.
Dahmer. No, I didn't.
For real.
Y'all want to know something about
we
Morgan?
all
He
stood up
is
for each
super
other.
precautious. Like Morgan is like,
Listen.
He was blowing my phone up. Get from over there.
get my Morgan is like,
I had to pull up though because I'm like, listen. I mean, if you going over there,
Well, I appreciate
everybody
that,
else like,
Luigi.
yeah, well, you're right. Of
You
course,
got my back.
I got you. Where your shit
who
at?
walked over there?
Well, yeah,
This one here. I'm like, I'm finna go over there and see what's going on. Morgan talking about, I'm gonna get in the car. Morgan in the car and pulled up over there.
You did walk around.
I
the
was
corner,
like,
and you
and
was
what I
so
say?
nice.
And that's the
Not a
thing.
threatening
Somebody
bone.
always like, I'm not a mean person. If I'm ever mean, you made me mean. I'm so nice
it
and
was
I'm
getting
so
to the point,
professional,
like-
but don't get it twisted.
You know what's crazy? If in the coffee shop, inside the coffee shop, if she had been there 10, 15 more minutes, she would have got approached inside of that shop. It would have probably, I don't know. What
I'm mad she left as quick as she did.
Yeah.
I'm
think she
going to
left
get the
because-
manager.
Yeah, I think she left because we now noticed she's recorded us.
I'm going to get the manager.
Yeah, because
I'm telling.
by law,
I'm not dealing with this.
You can get recorded in a public place, but that is technically a public place. But once you get the owner involved or a manager, then you can get that person removed because it is a private.
I'm contacting authorities.
Yeah, it is a private.
Try me.
Time out. She went real Caucasian as soon as
soon
as she got caught. She was like, "Oh my god, you guys are being the aggressor," and I'm like, "Girl, you are actually being the aggressor.
You recording us."
She flipped it on us. Y'all being weird.
She's like, "Oh my
We're
god,
being
I'm
weird.
Like, what is happening?"
Girl, we are talking about our business. We're here. We're here every week. Who are you?
I was like,
we're here every week.
She was like,
well,
"Oh my god,
we can't be that loud in a damn coffee shop.
We're not going there no more."
Yeah. Wait. Well, we should probably shouldn't for a minute.
But and then here we go. Where we need to go? We need to go somewhere quiet, and we the loud one. That's how we been as hell. No, we need to go somewhere quiet so we can hear.
We do.
Then
say
we
that.
get somewhere quiet and then we loud.
We just laugh loud.
We have so much fun.
We do. And it's like it's more than just our little podcast
to not
meetings.
say
Like,
joke because this guy right here, man.
What did I do?
He said
you be pretty funny.
Listen, don't come for me. I won't come for you, Ronaldo.
See,
and he normally does. But we always coming for Ronaldo because he's always forgetting something.
Bruh.
No.
You got the drive?
Morgan is. Do you have the drive today?
My mustache came out. That means I'm lying. About to lie. No, because we talked about it. We don't need to drive. Why we need to drive?
Didn't he say yesterday he's going to put the drive in his car?
And what you said,
in
Raymond?
his bag?
And what you said, Raymond?
What you say?
This is also another thing that happens a lot.
Because he likes to throw people on the bus.
I'm always the one in the middle.
Yesterday, didn't we not talk about it yesterday?
We talked about it yesterday.
Put it in your car?
No, that's not what we.
That's what I talked about yesterday.
Come on, Princess.
I said what we need the drive for. Just don't bring it because we'll just use the Dropbox. We never use the raw footage.
We never have.
But I did say it would be nice to get all the bloopers, and we can't get the bloopers without the drive. So yes, we did say you.
Just like the third week in a row.
Still only did it twice.
He's to the point now where he just don't want to.
I'm gonna put it in my car today. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
That's not his voice.
Y'all, this is truly our dynamic all the time.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And the thing is, we'll laugh and joke, but we'll fuss too. We fuss all the time.
Right.
We do. We fuss all the time.
My bad. Did you know the Falcons are gonna? Not the Falcons. Atlanta's gonna host the.
We ready, but we are literally buying tickets as soon as they go on sale.
I'm not
really.
Yes,
you going to Super Bowl?
Yes, I'm gonna be there. We talked about buying the tickets as soon as they go on sale, and you never know. You could sell it. You could sell it for dumb money if you decide not to go.
How much are the tickets?
I don't know. They're not on sale yet.
I'm assuming 1,000.
They'll be
maybe 1,000.
Oh my goodness!
If I can pay that for a Beyonce concert, I can do that for a once in a lifetime experience.
Thank you. And you could probably sell it and get
you
more.
But you
gonna
be out there like, that's a good 3-pointer.
That's fine. I'm gonna be fitted up. I'm going to be enjoying myself with my cocktail and my little Mercedes.
Do you like football?
I like appreciate it. Yeah, I really love sports.
Outside of track.
And there you go.
I can enjoy football. I can enjoy football.
Give me 5 NFL teams.
He can't do it.
Actually, yes. The Saints, Falcons, Jets, Chargers. Wait, which one is the New England? Which one is Tom Brady on?
We're not helping you.
Look, he said, no, hold on, let me check my DMs.
Is it the Raiders? The Raiders?
What team these guys
That's not
DM'd
where
me
Tom
from?
Brady is, but that is a team.
There we go.
He named 2 more. I give you that.
2 more?
He did not name
New England and the Raiders.
New England what though?
What's Tom Brady's?
He was on the Patriots. And then he went to the Buccaneers.
Never would have remembered that one.
Okay, Raymond.
Patriots.
Oh, I got football knowledge.
He was very talented.
Matter of fact, I was what was it, North Carolina?
Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go to Charlotte. Like to have a vacation, you don't have to go to Bahamas. Like
the brunch.
This what Eric told me. He said they said that's like another Atlanta.
Little Atlanta.
You think that?
I do.
Where was this again? Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard they got hit by the storm, no?
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
Asheville was like an hour away and they got hit. But you should go to Charlotte.
How far is Charlotte from the shore?
I don't know. I have no clue.
What did y'all do besides the game?
We did brunches. We did
the food was good.
Rooftops.
Yes, the food that she was posting.
Then nightlife.
It looked like it was very seasoned.
You didn't see the food I was posting?
Yeah.
She had.
We did nightlife. We did
rooftops,
the nightlife is
everything.
nice. Rooftops. We rode scooters down there. They had the Charlotte Hornets.
That's the basketball team, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Are they the Bobcats now? Charlotte Bobcats.
Yeah. Whoever. They were out there playing. It was nice. Y'all should go.
There is a, I think it's in Charlotte. Don't quote me. I know it was in one of the Carolinas. There is a trail that you can take, right? That it's on a railroad that you literally can like ride it through with like a wagon with your partner.
Where?
It's in one of the Carolinas. I want to say it's in Charlotte.
Y'all would do that?
No. It's actually on a trail.
Yeah.
And instead of a train, it's you on a wagon just sightseeing. It's pretty cute.
They got that downtown.
Where?
By the Ferris wheel.
The whole city?
What trail is downtown?
No,
right.
you get on a horse and carriage downtown.
I didn't say horse and carriage.
What you say?
I said a trail.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you said
just
horse
like
and,
a train.
Horse and what?
Instead of the train, it would be like on a train track.
Okay.
Right?
Not up a road.
Right.
Oh, you never said horse?
No. This is what we do every day.
He on that Don. Oh, it's a constant miscommunication with us.
I was
all
wondering
the
you said
time.
horse.
No.
And carriage.
No.
I can't wait to run this footage back.
Yeah, because I think he said horse and carriage.
I didn't say horse and carriage.
He said you can take a trail.
And you're gonna be sightseeing. Basically, it's like a railroad.
I'm about to take the dang
instead of. Me too. I was thinking about it too.
Every time I smile, it about to come off.
Instead
Let me
of
get
the
y'all a
horse.
picture before you take it off.
And what side?
Y'all can take it off.
Do it again.
No.
Yeah,
I know
you
it's
messed
wrong.
it up yesterday.
This is every day, y'all. It's so
Yeah.
nice that
This is
I
why
feel
that
like if
girl
you
thought
have
we
a
was kicking her
business
out.
and you have business partners,
Yeah.
I feel like you should be like having fellowship,
Yeah.
not just meeting all the time to talk business.
Yeah.
I do think it's very important.
You just gotta go.
Yeah, take it off if it itch.
And look, he take it off and still got a dang on Luigi mustache.
You man.
Nah, I take mine
I should put this
off.
on my drink. Isn't that creative?
Sticks.
Especially what if I had a Halloween
Oh, then
party
when
and
you
did
do it
that?
like this, it look like a mustache.
Are y'all dressing up for Halloween in real life?
Technically, am I supposed to celebrate Halloween? So maybe.
Why you Jehovah's Witness?
No. Why not? Is it because of the
Who? What?
No.
Oh, right.
Some Jehovah's
Chris-
Witnesses don't celebrate holidays.
Yeah.
Christians not supposed to?
And I want to
They
say
don't.
I'm trying to figure out why though.
Christians don't supposed to because
Not supposed to.
No, that's why our churches be doing trunk or treat.
So that's why I'm confused.
but you can't.
if you change the name-
I swear, I hate
why?
when people do that, man. Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, copycat, trendsetter.
Thank you. Why can't be a trendsetter? Like,
There we go.
So now when I do like this,
You said you was a trendsetter yesterday.
but
What we do yesterday made you say that. Anyway, keep going.
on
You
other
hate
stuff.
you hate what?
ADHD who?
Don't give him. Go get him off track.
Yeah, keep.
We'll
woo,
never
keep
go
him
back to the
on
topic.
course.
You know what's so funny?
Here we go.
I remember what we were talking about yesterday. I said I was forgot. Well, basically, we were talking about something and its subject changed. And then I forgot my original thought. Then went back into the conversation. It wasn't even what I was going to say as far as my original thought.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize what my original thought was until this morning. I was like, dang.
Oh,
That's what I was
but
talking
it did come
about.
to you.
Right.
Later.
12
Late.
hours later.
Drunk thoughts.
Right.
Well, he
Sober
had coffee.
drunk.
Yeah,
Too
because he
much,
had tea. Too much turmeric.
I don't know if we can talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about something spicy because I know my boy is a Beyonce fan.
Listen. Let's talk about
Was that Beyonce on that picture?
No, that was no. Well, you know what's so funny? Since you want to bring it up,
Oh Lord.
Was that picture real? You think? Y'all think that?
I
picture
didn't
was
see
real?
it.
that was.
Let me guess.
that
It was on
J-Lo,
Twitter. I don't have Twitter.
You think it was
Beyonce.
real?
We had to say
me
allegedly,
see.
allegedly,
Yeah,
because
there
we
you
didn't
go.
want to accuse anybody of that.
Because
But
I
this-
don't think it was real. So
Go ahead and pick up your phone so everybody ain't in your screen.
I just want to say this too,
I'm finna
because
find the
I feel
picture.
like so many
Like
people are
Charlamagne
focusing on the
doing.
Diddy issue. Obviously, they're saying that he has done some illegal stuff. We don't know that, but he's in court for a reason, right? And there's a couple things that I don't like about it. Like I keep hearing like people keep talking about like who was at the Diddy parties. Number one, if you were at the Diddy party, it doesn't necessarily mean that you were a part of the intercourse that was happening that was allegedly illegal as well. Diddy has been notorious for have parties, and it's almost like a staple to say you've been invited to a Diddy party in the industry. So like a badge of honor, people usually would kind of refer it to. And I feel like that everybody who attended the party was actually doing things that were illegal. And on top of that, if they wanted to have intercourse together, that's their business. You know what I mean? And someone should not be shamed if they are attracted to the same sex, or shamed if they're into things that people consider to be taboo. Generally, if they're doing it with someone who's consenting. But that's the only thing I don't really like about that. And I feel like everybody's name is being thrown in a hat.
You cannot tell me. Let me tell you something. If I met Diddy and he said, "Hey man, I got this party, man, that's kind of going crazy later on, man. You want to come, you can come. But wait, let me just let you know. People gonna be in there having sex. People gonna be doing this. People gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be like,
yes,
I'll stop by.
Yeah.
You know, now if it get, I'm a grown man. If it get crazy,
I'm out.
You see these? If it get crazy, I can work my way up out that party.
Now he has his own team and security there too. So you think it's just going to be like you one-on-one?
Yeah, okay. If they ain't gonna let me out, then that's when the problem becomes a problem.
But they were saying in order to participate in certain events, you had to have. It's almost like you had to have a drink allegedly in order to be entered into that portal or that room.
Oh, well, there you
itself.
go.
So and on top, you got to think about it too. If you're in Hollywood, and it's also not just a regular party, you're in a party of the who's of the world. So it's also networking as well. So people like
you just got to leave early.
Oh, who was it that said they never stayed at a Diddy party past 12?
Denzel.
Oh,
he said the devil come out.
And somebody used to be like, "Oh, I gotta go to church." They always just say, "I gotta go to church," and
because they knew what was going on. But at the same
time, Tyrese, he'd be like, "I gotta go to church," so he would leave.
I ain't believing that. Do we supposed to say allegedly?
Well, he said that.
I ain't believing that though.
He was like, nonetheless, I think he's going down.
Yeah.
And even if it's not for all of that nonsense, he drug Cassie on that camera. He has physically abused women, and I'm not with that. Mm-hmm. Domestic violence, I'm not with that. And seeing him drag that girl down that hallway like that, all those people owe her an apology. Because they were like saying,
apology for what?
Because when she came out and filed the lawsuit against him, they're like, "Oh, you want to come out now? You lying?" Yeah. No, she was telling the truth.
And the thing,
and a lot of people are telling the truth.
They said that years ago, because I remember when it actually had came out. It was around the Grammys or whatever happened, and the reason why I remember is because that Beyonce had, I think, her self-entitled album. Say again?
That video had came out a long time ago?
They said it was a video about it because people were at the hotel talking about it. And they said then, years ago, that allegedly, that had happened, abuses happened, and Diddy paid like $10,000
for them to delete the video.
Footage. Allegedly.
And they didn't delete the footage. So now here we are almost 10 years later.
Well, you really don't got to say allegedly because we've seen the video.
No, I'm referring to the situation of how it happened.
We don't know if he did pay somebody off or not, but that's what was said.
Okay. But another thing, if I'm trying to figure out where the crime is here too, because I'm like,
the crime is sex trafficking, and the crime is drugging. No, I'm not saying he's doing it.
Right, but that's what he's being charged with.
If they're gonna try to do something, it's probably gonna have to be sex trafficking, but. Then again, that's a thin line because they now saying if you fly somebody out and have sex with them, that's sex trafficking.
Well, I can't say. There's a difference between a Fed and a state case. State normally will be like,
no, you.
Oh yeah, get him, Ronaldo.
Because Luigi, come on now, you gonna see this how
real estate.
This how, but the difference between a Fed and a state case is like state. They be like, oh, he's guilty, bring him in, and I'm a. Figure out a way to say you guilty. Feds, they gonna sit on you until they got everything they need to slam your ass.
It's kind of hard to fight the feds.
It's hard to fight the feds. Yeah, and I think he knew it was coming because
they ain't even wasting their money unless they know.
Come on. So and they already got a trial date set.
And then his son sit up there and say they raided the wrong house.
So didn't he make a rap song or something about it, like bragging, like y'all ain't getting nothing?
If you say that they raided the wrong house, then you're saying, yeah, we do what you.
And I am aware of what's
you didn't
in there.
Catch us this time.
And I don't know why people didn't think all them babies body oil, whatever I'm trying to say.
Baby oil.
Baby oil bottles. That's odd to me.
1,000 bottles?
Come on, you can have baby oil, but that's too much.
If you watch Corn, y'all know what I mean. A lot of times now that they use a lot of it.
You need that many bottles?
I mean, if you having the type of parties he had, because, I mean, who's not going to want to come to a Diddy party? But before we knew all this stuff that's happening now.
You just going.
I mean, if Diddy invites you to a party, are you not going to go? Like, let's just say you didn't know none of this. Diddy invited you to a party. You're going to go. Because you don't know what's going on there. Now, if you get there and you see some crazy stuff, of course you're going to say, nah, I'm out. Because let me tell you something.
That's true.
I went out with some people, a group of people, a long time ago. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say where I know these people from.
Please don't.
But all I know is when we was up in that thing, and the cocaine, I think I could say cocaine. The cocaine came out, and I seen people doing cocaine that I did not know do cocaine. I was like, yeah, let me get out of here because I didn't want someone to just in the air, and then I just.
Jada Waiter said she left the Diddy party because
She went to one?
Yep, she had been invited. She was like, it was a while ago. It was a friend she's no longer friends with, but she had went to the Diddy party. She said she called a car and walked down the hill. She said, because you got to get dropped off and walk up this hill. She walked down the hill and called a car. She said, because people were snorting coke mid-sentence. She was like, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Her?
Talking and having a conversation, like snorting a line. She was like, I'm out. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Like, what's going on here? But that is the drug of choice if you got money.
Yeah.
I don't think rich people smoke marijuana.
They do just to.
You think so?
Probably smoke
I
marijuana.
think
they probably smoke
cocaine.
marijuana like regular people smoke cigarettes.
No.
Yeah. Because
What?
it just calm your nerves. They get it, but like, who was that had like a bag? Somebody had like a bag full of marijuana. Like they smoke a pound probably in a week.
But I feel like you really don't be knowing what nobody do. You just know what they post on social media.
Until you hang around them, then you know.
And then you know. So,
Yeah.
but people going off what you post on social media.
I would say like it's a lot of people that like I'm a barber and I cut a couple celebrities. I say the celebrities I cut, they're not who I thought they were
Before knowing them.
Yeah, but it's not in a bad way.
Yeah.
They actually like they're not who y'all think they are.
Like they're cool, regular,
they're
normal
actually
people.
good, cool people. Just stay in the house, kicking it. Ain't a whole bunch of niggas around. Ain't a whole bunch of girls around. Just them kids come around. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Athletes probably like that too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I see it.
And it's chill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to be a celebrity.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I want to be a celebrity.
You do?
Sometimes I be want to like. I'm gonna tell you, it was a time where I had a little bit piece of it.
Don't talk about that one time.
No, I'm not gonna talk about when I was in the movie for 15 seconds. Okay, I had my time, so definitely divorcing your boys in there. Okay, check it out.
Catch a glimpse.
But anywho, what I'm talking about is. This was back in the day. I was a little smaller, but I was still kind of fit. And I had the Spider-Man. It was like the real Spider-Man suit. Mm-hmm. And I put on the Spider-Man suit and I went to main event. And I felt like a celebrity because everybody was trying to take a picture. And, hey, come over here, take a picture with my kids. Hey, oh, let me get a picture. And I felt like a celebrity for like a hot second.
I don't want fame, but I do want
recognition.
That's all.
And wealth.
That's what I'm talking about. Girl.
But I want to go and sit at a restaurant and nobody coming up to me like, can I take your picture? I don't want that.
Yeah.
I just want...
Buy the restaurant out then.
Yeah, like I don't want to be somewhere and people are like, paparazzi. Mm-hmm. No. I don't want fame.
I heard most of these people...
keep me behind.
Call these paparazzi and like...
They do, because that's how they get paid. The more popular you are, the more deals you get.
Let them know they're
the
gonna
more
be
incentives
there.
you get. Because you got to think, no one's going to give somebody a business deal if you're not bringing in the business. Mm-hmm. If you're that it girl.
Like when we blow up, y'all had a limelight.
You can have
Yep,
that.
I'm going to be doing club appearances, me and Charlamagne.
You got to pay me 6 figures. I'm done. You got to pay Charlamagne 6 figures to get me out the bed.
Because I'm like, I don't want the fame. But social media, we were saying how like, you know, you don't really know what nobody really does in real life until you hang out with them. Mm-hmm. I've hung out with people and I'm like, yeah, I'm never hanging out with you again.
Yeah.
Because you are on some other shit.
Yeah.
I've not had nobody that I've hung out with that I wouldn't hang out with again.
I have.
Oh my God, me
and
too.
You know a pet peeve of mine, and I can be judged for all you want, but I don't like hanging out with people that act broke. I'm sorry.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't
but if we all going out to eat and we're like, penny pinching, like who paying? Oh, I'm not doing that. We go on vacation.
Do? I mean, how do you? I mean, you can't prevent it, can you?
No, but if the three of us all went out to eat, we all got down, we ate good, and Morgan be like, "Hey, y'all, let's split the check 3 ways." You have no complaints out of me. I'm gonna slap my car down and keep it moving. Yeah. What I'm not, I hate when I'm going and I'm like breaking stuff down, and I've had to do that because it's like big groups. I'm cool with that. But like, if it's the 3 of us out to eat and we all got an appetizer, a drink, and an entree, why are we breaking down the tab?
I feel both ways on that. So if somebody is like eating a salad and everybody else is going in appetizer, salad, drinks, and everything else.
I agree.
In that situation,
but if we're all generally getting the same thing,
yeah.
Bust the check down 3 ways and let's go.
Yeah, that's true.
To be sitting here,
especially when you go to those places that's like we can only do 1 check.
It's so embarrassing.
Like you should be with a group that's like, oh, okay, there's no problem. Hey, y'all cash out me, you know, blah 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 blah.
Y'all sell me the money. I put my card down.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Problem. Yeah, but it ain't never like that, man.
No,
and that's kind of it. Ain't sad, but society make people act like that, man.
There's a few type of people I can't hang out with. I can't hang out with complainers. Complaining,
energy suckers.
It like literally like makes I want to vomit. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to hear you complaining because everybody's tired. I literally just posted that today. Everybody's tired. Everybody got shit to do.
I love that.
That's why
everybody's. You'd be so surprised how many people told me they needed that.
That's what I was telling you. That like, shit. I mean, if when you with somebody and both of y'all come home, shit, both of y'all tired. That's why it has to be.
It's true.
Question. That's why it has to be like 50. Like 50. A lot of people don't want to go 50-50.
Oh, they're gonna get caught on that.
And I got a question on that too.
When they think about 50-50, they always think about financial, but it's not just financial.
Preach, Renato.
You know what
I have a question.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Preach.
Okay. Come on. I mean, go ahead, Luigi. My bad.
Okay, rude.
Left, right.
All right.
No, mine say M.
And look at his hat and look at yours.
I should have been Mario.
Not with that hat he got on.
No, I'd have been a better version.
Did you iron that? Come on.
Straight out the Amazon package.
I'm done.
Shout out to Amazon.
Sponsor us, Amazon.
Please sponsor us. Let's get it. Let's go.
You forget
Amazon check.
He's gonna forget.
Wait for. Hey.
Morgan, that drink been sitting.
Right.
That's another thing about Morgan. Go ahead.
Listen, hold on. I wanted to know how this works. Like when you're dating someone, especially, well, if you were dating someone, right? Mm-hmm. I was thinking about dynamics. I feel like in a gay world, sometimes like when somebody takes you out, it's like they either pay or it's communicated where it's going to be 50-50. But I feel like I love the Papa Loom challenge, right? So I'm hearing like all these interviews, the girls are saying all the requirements or whatever. But I'm like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me because and don't kill me, but because you take care of yourself and you find yourself attractive, you want someone to pay for every single thing. You want somebody to pay for going on dates. You wanted somebody to pay for your outfit, pay for your hair, pay for your nails. And I'm thinking, you know what? I don't like to I go to some cheap places sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, if I want to go to Chops, I'm going to go to Chops. If I want to go to Papita, I'm going to go Papita. If I want to go to a rooftop, I'm going to go to rooftop. It doesn't really matter. I go to a hole in the wall and still enjoy myself as long as the food is good. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. But just to think that if I'm dating someone, it'll be a requirement of them to actually have to pay for the bill every single time. I'm like, well, and then on top of that, let's just think about that. So if you're doing that as a male, okay, so what's the return of it? Oh, you're getting to know me. You get the opportunity to get to know me. You know, because then if
the man want to sleep with you, they think that's a problem.
Right. So exactly. So
I don't understand it.
I just don't get it.
That's why
for real.
I don't get it either.
I break it down. Let me break it down. When you enter the dating world, okay, it costs to date.
That's hundreds, almost 1,000 per month.
So if you ask somebody out, then you have to cover that because you don't want to go out. I'm asking you to go out. So if I'm asking you to go out, then you pay. Now once we start dating, then now I sit back and say, okay, I'm gonna see if she gonna ask me out. Is she gonna take me out? Now if she don't do that ever, then I mean you don't even think
or ever pick up the check. I'm like, that's like
or not even just picking up the check, just because like sometimes a woman would try to pick up the check and you like, no, I got it. But I give y'all. I'm a barber, so I can give y'all plenty of stories of guys dating girls, all this kind of stuff. But I will say this: I'm not gonna say no names, and hopefully they see this and they know what I'm talking about. But
we get 10 reviews. I'm kidding.
There's this guy that wanted to take this girl out. They were talking, not really, but just texting. The girl straight up asked him, "Is he gonna get her hair done?"
Hair, nails,
and he said, "I'm not." He's like, I don't mind doing that. I do that for my girl, no problem. But I'm not gonna do that for somebody that I'm
dating.
Yeah, like I'm.
That's what
getting
I was thinking.
The
They're not
girl,
even dating.
the girl said she's used to that.
And she's used to you. And when I hear that, so I have so many female friends, but when I hear that, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, when I hear that, I'm used to using men. You know what I mean? And if someone can, yes, I have when I have girlfriends and they be like, hey, let me tell you, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, yeah, girl, but let me tell you, as a male perspective, let me tell you what my perspective on that is. Mm-hmm. And this is what I hear, especially when I feel like if they're wondering why the guy hasn't been hitting them up or whatever, or
it costs,
it's so expensive. I'm like, well, if you wanted to be taken care of like a queen and everything else, I feel like that is a position that is supposed to be earned. But every time I watch a YouTube clip, it's always these girls saying, hey, and guys, I'll get to the guys in a second, but the girls would be like, I require this, I require that. And I'm like, every time I go on a date, I always get my hands clean. I always make sure I'm groomed and the facial too, because I'm be breaking.
So how
out.
does it work
But
like in the gay world?
I feel like that's a requirement of me of how I choose to show up.
No, I'm saying who pays?
So it really depends on the dynamics.
Offered to take you on a date.
Usually, if somebody offers, at least the first time for me, I feel like, hey, since you're asking the person asking me out, at least the first time, pay for the check. I mean, if I'm asking someone else out, I'll expect the same thing for me to pay for the first check.
But that's pretty much how it is in just, I guess, the heterosexual world.
But that's not what I see every clip.
Some girls would, yeah, because some girls would.
I want this, I want that.
It just is what it is.
I just feel like, personally, if you are asking something of someone, you need to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You want a man that makes 6 figures.
Yeah.
You make $40K.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's out your league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have an expectation where you don't want a man to have any kids, but you have 3.
Oh, shit.
That's out your league.
Yeah.
You want somebody who come from a good family, is college educated, and go to church every Sunday. You don't go to church, got a high school diploma, and your family is toxic. What are we talking about?
And don't even comb your hair.
You need to become what it is you wish to date or attract.
Yeah.
So until you do that, your laundry list of expectations of what a man can do for you, you need to shrink that, sis, because that's not fair. You're asking from someone what you can't even do for yourself.
Well, I feel like it needs to be taught in the home, because I feel like, of course, parents are telling their children, okay, date up, you know what I mean? Or date someone who's going to help you out in your life, et cetera, et cetera. But maybe they're not having a conversation about dating where you are or dating where you want to be, but still having the same expectation that's going to be realistic. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's just like every video, I was watching this Pop Balloon challenge, and I'm like, this girl wants this, this, and this. And I'm like, girl, you're not that smart.
Like, what do you get for it?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't understand.
Because this is the thing. Okay, if you gave me some requirements to do, right? Mm-hmm. And I say, okay, I'll do them. Now, my thing is, what do I get?
That part.
Because
nothing. You get their company.
Because once you have sex with somebody over 1,000 times, that ain't it.
Where's the value, is what I'm saying.
That ain't it.
Like, even on like Father's Day, when women be like, oh, what you getting here for Father's Day? This coochie.
Yeah.
What?
That's why I told you.
That's not a gift.
When we talked about in the relationship episode, that's why I say, I stand on this. Let me look into the camera. I stand on this, and I promise you, I got a hole in. I'm telling y'all.
How?
He cut it in there so he could use his phone.
I'm telling y'all.
Why didn't take the glove off?
Morgan.
Here go the ADHD. Here it go.
I'm telling y'all, in order to have a successful relationship, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have problems. That's a given.
And it's not gonna be perfect. I get that.
It's not gonna be perfect. But I'm telling you, if you and your significant other try all the time to make each other happy, pleasing each other, for majority of the time, you're not gonna have a bad relationship. I don't see how you can have a bad relationship. If I'm trying to make you happy and you're trying to make me happy, I don't see how we can have a bad relationship.
Because I tell you this all the time, it's not just that black and white.
Yes, it is.
Somebody could have an attitude problem. They doing what you want them to do, but they got an attitude. That ain't cool either.
Then you don't want to do it.
But see, you didn't say that. You're just saying.
The wrong session.
What you mean?
What?
I'll tell you later.
No, I didn't.
You're just saying, as long as you all do for the other what the other wants and the other does for you what you want, it should work out. What if they do it with an attitude?
Then they don't want to do it.
but you don't care if they want to do it or not. You're just saying the key to a successful relationship is to do it.
If I love you, then I want to make you happy. I want to.
But it takes steps to get there, right?
You might not want to do what that person.
No.
You might not want to cook dinner.
Yes, you would. If you love your man, you'll cook dinner.
Not true.
What?
You crazy?
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
So okay. Let me say this. Your man get hungry, right? I guess I can talk.
He gonna eat.
Right. Look. Listen. Because it's not because y'all missing the point of you're just thinking about getting in there slaving over the stove. If your man gets hungry and he says these words, "Damn, I'm hungry," you should want to feed him. No matter if you buy him some food, cook him some food, or whatever. That's pleasing him and taking care of him in a way, right?
Right.
Your man get horny. And he come on, I'm horny. Now, you might not want to. You may not be in the mood, right? You may not be in the mood.
Yeah.
But you cannot show it because if you be with somebody for a long period, if you be with somebody for a long period of time, man.
Ronaldo said your ass better be ready to
look. No,
every day with a smile.
No,
Service with a smile.
Yes, sir. Or you must be.
Yes, sir.
If
What
that
you
was
need?
if you must be paying my bills, I ain't paying shit. Lord forgive me for saying that.
I ain't paying nothing.
If
Talking
it
about
get to the
requirement.
point where you feel like it's too much sex, then y'all have a conversation.
No, nah, bro.
Ronaldo, I need some ice for my tequila.
Training time out.
No, wait a minute.
About?
Ronaldo, that's not a right mindset.
Right. That's not realistic
right.
at all.
It's not.
If you piss me off, you tell me if you did something.
If somebody piss you off, they're not gonna try to have sex with you.
No, that's not what. Based on the example you
What
said,
is
if
make
you
up
No,
sex?
that's not. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying because I just said
arguments
that
can last for weeks.
Especially with this one here, he gonna hold a grudge.
It shouldn't.
No, it
That's
should
that
not.
Aquarius in him.
You shouldn't go to bed
ice.
mad at your significant other more.
Well,
this
that's
is
not.
not
Wait, time out.
1971.
Time out.
You gonna
Time
go to
out.
bed mad.
Time out.
No, you're not. You
Time
better not.
out.
You crazy.
That's
Wait
what
a
y'all
minute.
always say. Ain't
Pause
no
on it.
communication. Y'all ain't communicating.
That's not true because you can still communicate with someone and still have a.
Mad can somebody
You
make
can
you?
still
Well, you-
no. It's not just being mad. You can have a disagreement. And I'm speaking from experience.
Okay, come
You
on
can
with it.
have a disagreement with someone, and you can choose to table it because that disagreement really isn't going anywhere at that point of time. And you guys can still disagree, and it can still make you feel upset, but you still have to process.
So now I gotta suffer because we got a disagreement. So now you know what
True,
that.
well-
So now you know what that end up happening.
Break up.
So now I don't ever want to have a disagreement with you because I know if I have a disagreement with you, certain stuff get cut off.
Well, that's just
So now I'm lying to you.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Do I look fat?
So-
nah. Can I cook? Yeah.
Time out.
Wait.
Let's roll that back.
Should I quit
Wait.
this job?
Time out, because
No.
I feel like what you're saying is not realistic, and the reason why I'm saying that's because I remember
you make
dating.
up realistic?
I'm about to give you an example. I remember dating someone that I adored truly. Right? I
wanted to
thought
make
I
him
was
happy?
going to marry that person. I was, did my part with trying to please that person.
So now I gotta know what the hell happened. If you felt like that by somebody,
Can I? I'm
ahead.
going to tell you this happens all the time.
Oh, this happens all the time too. Neither one of them. Y'all,
It be-
there's water all over that kitchen floor. By the way, I don't know what.
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
you don't know what happened. Tell what
Y'all just
happened.
incriminating yourselves. Number one, in case there's any stains, slips, or damage, we just said
What
on camera.
Iceman.
I have no idea what happened.
We just think he in Mario Kart. Don't
I just
try to make
I'm
somebody
like,
slip.
What? It's a puddle
No, let
over
him finish
here.
before you get. Go ahead, because I don't want him to get away from what he's talking about.
He's trying to.
And I
prove his
remember this
point.
very clearly. How
You love
everything
this person. You adore
was
this
starting
person.
to love this person. Let's just
Okay.
say that I did communicate that I did love this person at the time, but I've looking back, I'm like, do I really know what love is? Have I really experienced that? So that's a whole nother situation. But I felt strongly about this person, and I did communicate to them that I did love this person, and that the person communicated to me that they loved me as well. However, there was a situation that came up where I felt that we had a disagreement at first, like talking it out, talking the situation out. We had a disagreement at first. I explained to him how that disagreement hurt me, and he explained to me how his perspective was, and his perspective came from basically this is how things went in his household when he was growing up. Basically, what he says goes, et cetera, et cetera. And no matter if it hurts you, this is how things are going to go. You know what I mean? So I didn't think that was fair. You know what I mean? And I was very hurt because when we were talking, it was okay. But then when he included someone else in the situation, it was like, well, and he was very close with that person. He was like, well, we think that we should do it this way. And I'm like, okay, if you do it that way, you know it's going to hurt me. And I'm supposed to just go along with it. So I did try my best to go along with it. And I still had a responsibility to, you know, feed, eat, make sure that the person was fed sexually and everything.
No. Because if you go to couples counseling, then you understand compromising.
Well, we were still new, so we tried.
So this is where you get mature when it comes to relationships, right? This is where when you communicate, he comprehended and you communicated whatever y'all was talking about will hurt you. He ain't love you for real. Because if somebody tell me something that, hey, listen, if we do this, it's gonna make me feel a way. I'm not doing it. I straight up, I'm not doing it. That's what I mean, black and white. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Intentionally.
Now, intentionally. I'm not intentionally gonna hurt you. So now let's find somewhere we can meet in the middle.
Okay, compromise.
That's compromise. Y'all, that's not a compromise. So now
but it's also not a compromise if you saying your man hungry, you need to be getting up and cooking.
Right. And then on top of that,
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's basically
you should want to if you love them.
That's not what I said.
What did you say then? Let's roll the camera back.
This is what I meant.
That's actually. I feel like that's exactly what you said.
Okay. Well, let me see. This is when I say communication. It ain't communication. It's comprehension. This is why, because they ain't understanding. So let me help them understand what I'm saying.
Help us.
All right. Let's just get it off of me putting it out. If we was together, right, and you ask me, like, you as your man, it's certain things that you should come to me for.
Okay.
Right? This is why I read this book called His Needs, Her Needs.
You sent it to me.
Let me tell y'all something. His needs, her needs. You don't have to be married. You don't have to be in a relationship. It is a book that everybody should read. And what it talks about is, damn, I'm lost. Hold on.
Right, talk about me.
What it talks about is when you are communicating something with somebody, right? When you're communicating somebody, most times that's what people always say. It's no communication.
It's no communication.
But people are communicating.
But you can still communicate and still disagree.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I was saying.
Is communicating and disagreeing comprehending, yes or no?
Yes.
And
because if I'm communicating, you understand, but you disagree with it. Okay, now you comprehend. You communicated to me that you understand, but you disagree. Fine. Okay, this is what I want. This is what you want. What can we do for both of us to feel like we won? And not in a necessary like we competing and we won. But when we walk away from the table, I'm good with what we came up with, and I'm good with what we came up with. He walked how he explained when he walked away, he still didn't feel good. You see what I'm saying? But he loved that person to the fact where he was gonna sacrifice his feelings and how he felt to please that person. As soon as he saw that, you should have known that was a red flag. That because it's more to come.
That's how
did it stop there?
Well, you're right.
Did it stop there?
It didn't, but I just feel that.
All right, then.
No, well, in my defense, I did feel that there are other things that the person has shown me. Like that person taught me that love doesn't have to hurt. He was the first person to ever show that to me.
When you say love don't have to hurt, what do you mean by that?
Previously, I felt that love has to hurt.
Betrayal.
I mean, it was just
love don't have to hurt.
And he was the first person to show me that.
Right.
What I'm asking you is, before he showed you that, what did you thought love was?
I feel like with love, well, I didn't know because I feel like I told you before, I wasn't sure if he was the first person I've been. Well, he wasn't the first person I felt the admiration or love for with somebody else, but that first person who I fell in love with hurt me tremendously. And then when he came along, it was just more so, a safe space. We make sure that we were both safe emotionally as well. So it was something new for me, something different. And he checked off a lot of boxes, but it was just that one thing that kind of drew us apart. So, but
I feel like you always should be able to go to your partner if you have an issue.
I feel like it's easier for you to say because you have
It
actually.
it ain't easy for me to say.
You just said it easily.
And
he believes it.
This is why. This is because one thing about me. I read a lot. Well, y'all don't call it reading.
He listens to audiobooks. And let's just put that on record. If you listen to a lot of audiobooks, you don't read a lot. You listen a lot.
I listen.
Go ahead.
It's still good. You're feeding
yourself. Still getting the information.
Because the overall is we want the knowledge.
Correct.
So whether you read it or listen to it, you
still get the knowledge.
I get
so
that.
I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of podcasts because I want to be, whether I'm a good boyfriend, whether I'm a good husband, whether I'm a good father. Mm-hmm. I want to always be learning how to be better in those fields. So if you're with somebody who's not going to grow in those areas with you, then you're always going to be arguing and you're going to be, that person going to be combative. But like, I really just don't understand how a relationship can be hard. Because I'm sorry. I'm not saying that relationships and marriage is not hard.
You just feel like the theory to a good one is simple.
But
that's not realistic.
It's not even simple because it's like saying it's like I'm in shape. You know, boy, I got the muscles going on
today.
I'm not saying that going to the gym, dieting is easy. It's easy for me because I do it and I know what it takes and I have the discipline to do it. It's still not easy, but it's not nothing that I'm going to complain about.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is there are steps that people know they're supposed to take when you're in a relationship to make the relationship
You cannot assume that people know that they're supposed to take. You cannot assume that.
Okay, well, those relationships, they're just going to fail.
Not really. Yeah, it's work. That's what relationship is work.
If y'all two are together, and this girl is very mature when it comes to relationships and communicating, et cetera, et cetera. And she's trying to get you to understand it, and you just a headache, and you don't get it, and you don't want to get it.
Well, that's different.
It's not going to work.
I get that
because
you have to have the desire too.
Eventually, she's going to get fed up that I can't even try no more.
Correct. I get that, but I'm referring to. I feel like you said that.
What do y'all think? We want to see y'all in them comments.
Yeah,
what does Remy think?
Well, I was gonna say something to Ronaldo. And I'm gonna tell you where that comes from. Your mindset. Because I've worked through this in therapy for a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm a high achiever.
I've been there too.
So high achievers oftentimes go hand in hand with being a perfectionist. Mm-hmm. So we have expectations
it is what it is.
Of others to deliver what we would deliver.
Yeah.
Right? So we look at things from situations like, this ain't that hard.
Right.
You know what to do.
Right.
Everyone's not a high achiever.
That's true.
Right.
Everyone doesn't have the mindset of a perfectionist. My therapist told me not to call myself a perfectionist. I'm someone who thrives on excellence. Mm-hmm. But I know and understand, and I'm slowly coming to grasp the concept that everyone's not a high achiever. Mm-hmm. So the effort I'm willing to put in effortlessly, stuff that we do that comes like that, for other people, that shit is a task. And it might be something that does not come second nature.
For someone else who isn't.
To them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So as a perfectionist and as a high achiever, you have to have the patience to teach. Because what you need to understand is there are a lot of people that are assigned to you. Mm-hmm. And you are responsible for those assignments. And that assignment will require you to teach, to mentor, to be open-minded, and to try to elevate the mindset of others. Things won't just 100% come natural to people like you think they should. So I don't agree with it's like, you should know what to do in a relationship. Not necessarily. They can know what to do, but that may not check off your high achieving, know what to do boxes.
Well, when I say know what to do, I don't mean like they should know what to do. I'm saying if there's a problem,
Yeah.
then you both address the problem.
Okay.
And then let's just say counseling. Here is a way to fix the problem. Right? All right, here's the way to fix the problem.
Okay.
Okay, y'all both sitting there, right? All right. We have the tools to fix the problem. And then you leave. And then out of both of you all, one person with the information chooses not to do or use the tools, while the other one is using the tools and the information.
Okay. Well, the key word there was choice.
So now, here's the thing. I understand and I get exactly what you're talking about because everybody is not going to get it off the first time.
Nope.
But then you say, okay, well, how long do you coach a person or teach a person before you yourself say they just ain't gonna either they just ain't gonna get it or they don't want to get it. It's one or the other. But we already know if they don't want to get it, then that needs to end. But if they can't get it, then if you love that person, then you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna just keep trying. Let me just keep trying because I know one day they'll eventually get it. And then next thing you know, 10 years gone and they ain't never got it.
So you mentioned counseling. Like, there are so many black men that won't go get help.
If they love you, they'll go.
What would you say to, not even couples counseling, help in general?
Therapy.
What would you say to black men to try to get them to understand that it could help them? Because a lot of them, don't get me started on black men.
I'll tell you. So I was depressed I was depressed one time, but it wasn't like I was sad. I ate some edibles and it fucked my chemical imbalance up, and which put me in depression. And my friend Mark, he helped me through that. By just coming to my job, just sitting there. But what I will say is there are tools to help you through things like that. And one of the tools is therapy. So even if you don't think you don't need it, just try it. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
But what will make them want to try it? Because they feel like, black men feel like they got to be prideful. They got to be strong. They don't want to talk to nobody about their problems. It ain't going to do nothing.
Because it ain't going to hurt you to just try. Now, listen, just like, man, where I heard this from. It's like, as the black race, it's like, we not going to be able to bring everybody along. We going to put the information out and we going to say.
Not just as a black race,
we going to say,
in general.
Yeah, we going to say, come on, listen, this is what we going to do. And for those who don't want to do it, we just got to leave their ass behind. We can't save everybody.
Yeah.
Straight up. We can't save everybody. We can't save every relationship.
Thank you.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about his content, not your
Luigi?
drink.
Right.
What would you say to black men who are not open-minded about therapy?
I would encourage them to and get to why they aren't. I feel like I don't want to force anybody to do anything that they're uncomfortable with. But I do feel like in the black community, well, at least back in the day, it was just kind of believed that you kind of just go to your religion for therapy. Or
they're like, I can talk to God.
Yeah. Or
you can talk to God.
You need someone to interact with you to talk through those thoughts and those emotions. And therapy has literally saved my life time and time again.
And I feel like a lot of people think you only go to therapy if you have a problem.
No.
Not true.
So that's another reason why people don't go, because they feel like they have a problem. They don't want to feel like they have a problem.
Exactly. Going to therapy doesn't mean, and I think we just missed Mental Health Awareness Month, or maybe it's right now, Mental Health Awareness Month, but mental health is real.
Was in May.
Oh, well, what's in October?
Breast cancer.
Well, I'll show y'all later what I was talking about so I don't sound crazy. But I feel like...
It's in May and the color is red. I was deep
there's a lot of things.
It is May. I just feel like mental health is serious, especially with black men. Because black men believe they have to process internally, don't talk about it, be strong, have pride, and just process silently. And I feel like that's the detriment of our Black race. Is Black men.
You know why?
Black men are the weak link of our race because they won't get the help they need. They won't admit to faults. And they won't be vulnerable enough to get into being the person they're supposed to be to lead a household, to lead a business, to lead a family. So it's like until Black men get comfortable enough taking accountability, being comfortable being emotional, being comfortable being vulnerable, we can't. Y'all supposed to be leading us.
I definitely got a pushback on that. Because yes, we supposed to be leading, but it's very hard leading a Black woman who's educated and make her own money. And we're getting to the point where a lot of our sisters, first of all, I think y'all are the leading educators, right? Like y'all got the most degrees and all that kind of stuff, right? So
I don't feel like we're hard to lead.
For that,
no, I'm not faulting them for that. I'm just saying, if you meet a man, right, off rip, he shouldn't have to earn the right to lead.
Time out.
Wait. He shouldn't have to earn the right to lead. You should look at him as a leader, and then when he fails, then kick his ass to the curb. But until then, most women ain't finna follow no lead or no Black man.
Can I say something real quick? Because y'all about to jump into it. Wait a minute. Let's roll this back like an old school tape. So
you're part of the Black man too.
Yeah, I'm clearly a Black man, a chocolate Black man.
Come on, Morris Chestnut. Come on, Morris Chestnut.
Let's make that clear. Ain't never gonna change.
Morris Charlemagne.
All right. So one thing I want to say is kind of touching on what both of you guys are saying is Black men or just men in general, they're expected to lead. Mm-hmm. In order to lead, you have to learn how to be a leader. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes people miss that lesson in their life, but people still have the expectations of them, and they have to understand the package that they receive. So if you're dating someone and that person doesn't know how to lead, I feel like then that person who's dating them has to decide, is this person going to be for me? Is this person not going to be for me? Point blank and period. I'm not going to be with someone that I feel like is not going to create a safe environment for me, at least emotionally, or we can't create a safe environment for each other to actually grow. And if he wants to lead, or if I want to lead, whatever it is, if it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. But I just feel like the element that's missing is people just think men are just natural born leaders, and not everybody is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially if they're not going to therapy, they may not have been grown up in the proper household, or there's so many elements there, or they could have been in bad relationships before. There's so many other things, but it's quite hard to lead. And and to be a Black man, or just to be a man in general by yourself, it is hard out here. Yeah. Because it's you. If you want, let's think about this. If it's just you, if you want to move, right? Your items in your house, it's just you. I think it's very easy for a woman to be by herself. Well, I'm not referring to. I'm referring to just in life in general.
I guess I'm talking about myself.
If you want to move, right? Mm-hmm. If a female wants to move, she can call 10 friends or whatever and get over the house. Somebody can come over the house.
10 men,
10 men or whatever to come over.
10 women.
But she'll still have help. I remember very clearly, there's been several times where I had to move from place to place, and I'm dragging my stuff out the house. Everybody else standing outside. It was like,
that's because
I'm a male.
But a gay male. I hate to say that.
It is what it could be.
No, because when you called me to move that big ass glass table, what'd I do?
That's different. I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to like me just moving this in general. Like girls, I feel like have it easier, but just it's all you. It's all you with your bills. It's all you with just I feel like emotional support. It's just all you.
I think it's
scary.
Harder taking care of somebody.
But
maybe harder taking care of somebody.
If you by yourself and you don't want to eat today, you ain't gotta eat today.
That's different. But if something goes wrong, you all you got.
Yeah.
You don't have somebody to depend on.
Or bail you out.
Think of if I'm taking care of her and something go wrong and she ain't working.
Yeah.
Now I done fucked 2 people up.
Yourself and her. I get that. But I'm just saying it's hard either way. And as a single male, I'm not even talking about racism in general. It's hard.
Let me ask this Black woman.
Yeah, because I'm about to double back to you. I'm tired of the Black women not letting men lead. Bullshit.
Let me ask this Black woman, because I don't understand, because a lot of people don't want to be submissive.
Define it.
That's why I was going to ask you to define somebody leading, because
Okay.
what I don't understand what exactly do people mean about being led? Because I
this
hope it's
is
not paying
simple.
no bills and stuff like that.
It's very simple, and I think I can break this down
Come on, break it down.
in
Break it down,
45
Prince P.
seconds. The issue that I think black men have with black women that have money and education, it's intimidation. First of all. Second of all,
talk about why.
it's intimidating because a man believes he should be in the same position I'm in because of the societal pressures that have been put upon him. However, a man can still lead that makes less than you. A man can still lead that's less educated than you.
What is leading?
Leading essentially just means everything in the household is taken care of. In terms of the woman doesn't have to funnel her brain and rack through her resources to make sure anything under that roof is taken care of.
But when you say that, that's strictly finances.
Not true. Leading could be from a state of protection. Leading could be from a state of prayer. Leading could be from a state of planning for our future. Leading can be from a state of you already telling me what's coming this weekend. Leading can be from a state of you keeping us on the same page. You keeping us on track. It's not always money. A woman doesn't always have to be, I'm going to tell you what a lot of women have to do. A lot of women have it harder than men because our mind don't stop. We're like, okay, the laundry got to be done because this has to go here. This kid has this field trip. This money got to go there. I got to pick this one up at 6. Like men, your mind gets to rest. Women don't stop. It's like, my son got to go to the doctor on this day. My daughter got to be here. I got parent-teacher conference. I got to get to work. I got to be here. Got to come home, cook dinner. It's like women have this silent mental battle all the time. So when we're saying lead, just problem solve. Step up. Be there. Be like, hey, I know you have to take CJ to practice at 6 tonight. I'm going to go ahead and go to the grocery store. Help. Just lead in a way that you're aware of what's going on in the house. You're aware of what's going on with me. You're responsible over finances. You don't have to be paying all the bills, but you're responsible over the finances. You're contributing in a way where it feels like he got us.
You feel safe with that.
We're good.
I got 2 questions. First question is, and you don't have to say any names.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any situations that a man and a woman are together that the man doesn't do that?
Yeah.
You do know of?
Yeah. And I know situations where men do it.
That's what I'm going to say.
It may have to be taught to the person too as well.
Because everything that you name, I'm like, that's kind of normal.
For you.
Right.
Because you're a high achiever.
But this is what I'm saying.
And not just achieving. He may not know how.
I do it.
No. I'm not referring to you as a you.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to think is, because when I think about leading, the only reason that I say is finances is because I don't care what nobody say. Whoever paying the majority of the bills run the house. Because if they stop, the castle fall. If whoever paying all the bills or majority of the bills in the house, if something happened to that person, the castle falls.
It will not.
Why won't?
Because the other person who ain't paying all of it, that has the ability to pay it, will just do that.
Well, most time, and
there's a lot of situations where the man is paying the majority of the bills, not because the woman can't, because he wants to.
Now, I agree with that.
So if the other person can't pay majority, we can step up.
But we know we're not gonna sit here and say, we're not gonna sit here and play these games. Most time in every situation, if a woman is if we talking about the situation, most women in that situation can't pay the bills.
Or they might not want to. Right.
And if they don't want to, that means they're not even working to pay it. So now if the castle fall, they now have to go out and start earning. Like you said, they have the ability to, but they don't want to. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to look at that man as less of a man because he's not providing. And I say this all the time. A woman's job has never, ever changed from the beginning of time. Now, let me break that down. Let's go back to caveman days. Mm-hmm. We're going to go back to caveman days. I know y'all going to eat me up in the comments, but bring it.
They're going to eat me up too.
Caveman days.
Don't eat me.
Whoa.
Pause.
Oh, so caveman days,
Yeah.
2024.
Okay.
We got a woman in the caveman day. We got a woman in the 2024, man and woman, right? Caveman days, a woman job, cook, take care of the cave, take care of the kids, right? The man just has not to be lazy. You got to go out and hunt. You got to build the cave or make sure the cave's straight.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no permits.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no credit score. You don't need none of that. You just don't have to be lazy.
Sure.
Right? All right. Yeah, y'all got that? You
I'm
with me?
following, tracking.
All right. So now, 2024, the woman, since the caveman time, her job doesn't change. Take care of the house. Take care of the kids. Pretty much that's it, right? Now the man or whoever is taking care of the house now has to have a good credit score to get the house. Had to have a job, W-2s. You're a realtor. Realtor.
And he don't get W-2s. He
And it's
gets
actually
W-9s.
broker.
All this stuff has to add up
Right.
to get the house. We just talking about the house.
We just one thing.
Now, ain't no more hunting your food and growing your food. You know, ain't no more being lazy. You need money. So now you have to work to get the money. Now you got the house. You need the credit. You need money to pay the mortgage. You want to go on trips.
Taxes.
You need money. And you need to work to get the money. And then sometimes you need education to get a good job unless you're an entrepreneur. And then even if you're an entrepreneur, you still got to go get certified in whatever field you're doing.
Facts.
Which is, so listen. So what I'm saying is from the caveman days to 2024, the person who's staying home taking care of the kids, job doesn't change.
Okay.
So when somebody say it's not hard or it's harder for the woman or whatever, if you from the caveman times to 2024, that whole timeline, her job doesn't change or his job doesn't change. If you're staying at home taking care of the kids, it's easy to do that. No, I'm sorry, my bad. It's not easy to do that because that's a job in itself.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it don't take. You just have to have somebody financially or not lazy enough to put you in that position to do that.
So, let's start back.
Nah, eat me up. Pause. Go back because you said you wanted to talk about the other thing.
First of all, there's a difference between being a leader and a provider.
Mm-hmm.
Providing goes into leading. Leading doesn't necessarily go into providing because you can be a provider but not a leader. So when a woman is saying she wants a leader, I wish people would stop just saying, oh, you want somebody to pay your bills.
Because if he ain't paying the bills, you ain't trying to let that nigga lead.
Leading is part of providing, but it's not the whole umbrella.
If he ain't providing, he ain't leading you.
That might not be true.
I'm asking you.
I don't agree with that.
I'm asking. What I'm asking you is, if a man is not providing for you, you're gonna let him lead. If you're providing for him,
you're not providing for him. Now that's crazy.
Somebody got to provide. If he's not providing for you, who providing for you?
Let's say somebody's dating.
No. No, we're not gonna go back.
You're saying if you live in the same house?
This is what I'm saying. If he's not providing for you,
okay,
then that means you're providing. Let me scratch that. If he's not providing for y'all, that means you're either providing for y'all or y'all struggling.
Or you providing for you. And he providing for him.
You really want to be in a relationship with somebody doing that?
I'm just saying that's happening.
I'm speaking to you.
No, I wouldn't want to be. But that's not my life. That's not my choice.
Exactly. So yeah, that's not her. This is all hypothetical.
Right.
So
but if that's someone's choice, it's okay.
What I'm saying is, this is why I say that, because we all know and we see the podcast and it may be just social media kind of stuff, and this may not be real society or whatever, but we all know that a woman ain't gonna respect no man that ain't providing. Straight up.
You might be right.
So you can't.
A woman is gonna feel like, if I can do it for myself and you can't do it for me, what I need you for?
But like you said earlier, that man should still be able to lead you. Lead you to what?
That man might be able to lead you into your destiny. You sleep. That man might have everything it is that you need to be taught to end up developing into being the person God called you to be.
Now your black girlfriends is saying, girl, that guy, what he at the house? He ain't doing that. He cleaning. That's a weak man.
Nah, some of my best partners actually make less to me.
Boy, you 2 dudes. That don't even count.
Wait
Yes,
a
it
minute.
does.
Let's
Lies.
talk about that.
No, no.
Why
How does
don't?
that, what do you think the
Somebody still
dynamics
got to
are?
be expected to
Right.
provide.
Yeah, who?
Up
It's
to them to
communicated,
decide.
whatever their standards
it's
are.
the same sex.
But what are their
But
standards
someone
are?
still
It's the
has to
same-
provide.
It's the same sex.
So what
But
do you
it's
think?
still a
so,
two partnership.
Exactly. What the hell do you think is happening? Like there's no
It's still a
dynamics in a relationship.
partnership.
Yeah, no, it's not.
There
crazy.
is.
That okay. Watch this. Let me break it down to you.
Break. How you gonna
Well,
break what happens in the? Okay,
I'm about to break it down.
I'm listening.
Me too.
I'm about to break it down. If I see you and your man go out to eat, if I see you and your man go out to eat, I'm assuming your man gonna pay for it.
Right.
Would you assume your man gonna pay for it?
Yes.
Now let's take me.
My question is, I'm asking a question.
Hold on.
Why would you assume?
Wait.
Oh,
Because it's
Well,
a.
who are you?
Why would I assume? Because society assumes that the male
Are you
pays.
someone who? Are you the server? Who are you? Is what I'm asking.
Remy, do you assume if we in a restaurant and you see a couple come in, do
Correct.
you assume
we
do
were
you-
all
you
servers.
could-
I'm
No,
dropping the
listen.
check to the man.
Correct.
That's what.
Yeah.
As a server, if
Okay.
it's a man and a woman,
Now-
I'm dropping a check to the man.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and you do that
Yes.
because we just assume
That
Okay.
the man is
that
paying.
the man is paying.
And what
Yes.
happens
So,
when you make an
hold on.
assumption?
So no, Morgan, don't go there.
Okay.
You make
Because
an ass of
sometimes we
yourself.
know women. Don't y'all listen to the whole episode before y'all eat me up. Sometimes we know women pay for stuff. I'm not saying women don't pay for stuff.
Keep going.
I'm just
I'll
saying.
do it all the time.
I'm just saying.
Press fast forward.
I'm saying if me and Remy in a restaurant,
We
and
get
both,
that.
and we
Now-
both servers.
now go to
and
the
we
two
see
men.
You and another guy come in. We don't know who to get a check to
Okay, so what does that have to do with the dynamics inside of the
because
relationship?
we don't know.
Because you don't know. Does that mean the two partners who are inside of the relationship don't know either?
There
No,
are
I'm not
dynamics.
saying. I'm not saying.
So what are you articulating?
One
that
is
I'm
the
saying
provider.
that in I assume in a gay relationship.
It doesn't matter what you assume because you're not in the
Okay, well,
relationship.
can I finish?
Try.
Well, you're wrong, but we'll let you finish.
Let me finish. I assume if two guys are together, this is why the gay guys, when it comes to finances, are leading when it comes to finances because one person don't have to split the bill for the both.
That's not true.
Majority it is.
That's how do you know?
I'm asking you, is it true?
It's not, but you're saying you're making comments as
when
if you know.
So when you were with your guy, when you was in a relationship,
Yeah.
who split? Who was?
It depends who I was
And I hate
dating.
to say, because I'm gonna sound ignorant saying who
You
was the
do,
girl.
but who are you? It's not who's the girl. It's what works for that relationship, and it really depends on who's making the most
that
money
don't-
in the relationship. Does not have to anything to do with who's the female, who is the male, because
But-
there's. Let me just finish real quick.
Okay.
It's an assumption that when you're in a same-sex relationship, that someone is trying to practice the same thing as heterosexuals are practicing.
Yeah, because
Right?
one person is going to be more masculine than the other one.
And that's not true either.
You're not going to date somebody that two masculine people are not going to date.
That's not true either. Everything you're saying is not true. It's baseless because there are. That's what.
So you mean tell me? So you telling me right now?
every gay person
Yes,
is not.
that's what he's
yes,
telling you.
every gay person.
Whatever you finna say.
Because
I can
so-
show you two people right now.
This one, no. This is what I'm asking because I don't know. So I'm asking. This is an educational moment.
Okay.
When people get together,
Okay.
you have energy. This is heterosexual too.
We're talking about
That-
homosexuals at this moment.
Yeah,
so let's
so
stick on
I'm
topic.
saying there's a masculine energy
Yeah.
and there's feminine energy.
Yeah.
One is going to be feminine and one is going to be masculine. So you're telling me that doesn't matter in gay relationships?
No. So when it comes
All right,
to,
well, if it don't matter, then I'm wrong.
I've told you wrong. When it
But
comes
I do
to,
think somebody, when you go out with somebody, when gay people go out, somebody paying that bill.
correct.
And somebody,
and it really,
and one of y'all is acting like I'm just gonna be going and say it. Somebody acting like a female and saying, I'm not paying for that. I don't pay for that.
that's not true.
Because I'm the queen
That's not true.
and I'm not paying for that. That's
You're
what they
just
gonna be
talking.
saying.
So how does it?
He didn't want to. He don't want to know the answers.
Go ahead.
So basically, you have to understand. Let me just roll it back here. Homosexual relationships, the same sex attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the same sex attraction. So everyone's going to have their own desires. Everyone doesn't fit under one pool. So if someone wants to date someone who is masculine, who is also masculine as well, that happens so often, which is why there are so many people. That's one of the issues I find in the gay community, that everyone wants somebody masculine, and not everyone is masculine. Not everyone even knows how to be masculine, number one. And you have to understand that where the person actually comes from. Two, it really depends on what the relationship's standards are, or what the standards of what the one person or the other person. There can be every relationship that I was in. I shouldn't say every relationship because I've dated people who are millionaires, and I've also dated people who, yes, listen.
You know, you just got to introduce me to Baccarat.
I've dated people who are millionaires, and I've also dated people who, let's say, I wouldn't say I've never dated anybody who's broke, because I feel like anybody who I have dated, I feel like you have to show me that you're worth. That I feel safe enough with you. You have to show me that you have the ability to either grow this relationship, or that I'm leading or you're leading.
Go ahead and say it, or provide.
No, not provide, because I always was able to provide for myself.
But that's what people always say that with like gay relationships. Not women though, because we know with women it's always like the stud or like
that's you don't have to adapt.
We need
the heterosexual normal.
I got a client that I want to bring on here.
Now see,
here we
because
go.
I want to know.
Morgan?
I'm literally telling you. Everybody has their own standards. There's some people, and to be honest with you,
Remy, Morgan coming up with a guy, you serving them. Who you giving the check to?
I'm putting it in the middle of the table because I don't know.
But that has nothing to do with the dynamics of the relationship.
I didn't say
just
that.
because someone's feminine doesn't mean that they're not the person who's going to be paying the bills.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, but
and the whole timeout and the whole gag is, I know it's probably TMI, but most
if it is, Morgan.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Clip it.
most drag queens or people who do drag are usually the more dominant person in a relationship. So that just debunks what you're saying. Or aesthetically, they look more feminine because they dress up.
This is definitely an educational moment for me.
So I'm just saying, you don't want to assume anything. You don't want to assume anything.
I'm not assuming.
You did.
No,
you definitely did assume.
No, listen. I'm not assuming.
As they say, loud and wrong.
I'm not assuming by saying I can look and tell who's who. What I'm assuming is
what the standards are in a relationship.
No, what I'm assuming is one person, like one person is going to be in charge of a relationship. But I thought
one person is going to have different responsibilities in a relationship.
With gay men,
better.
I thought with two gay men, both of y'all would have the same responsibility.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so somebody is more masculine than the other one.
Responsibility and masculinity don't equal.
Things. Right.
Just because you're more responsible doesn't mean you're more masculine. Just because you're less masculine doesn't mean you're more responsible. They don't correlate. Stop correlating.
And on top of that,
maybe I'm trying to equate y'all to a heterosexual relationship.
Correct. And on top of that,
even it's not fact.
I've made triple more
heterosexual. Yeah. Because if
no,
let me tell you something. If you with your
that's that Don talking because
if you with your man, somebody breaking that house, you ain't going downstairs.
That's not true. Listen, there have been several.
You going downstairs?
No, I ain't going down there.
Well, what you talking about? That ain't true.
Look, the reason why I'm saying it's not true, I can't talk about female relationship.
Somebody down there.
What, two niggas gonna go downstairs
That's
together?
not true.
So who
going?
It's not. It really depends. Number one, it really depends on the relationship.
That's what I'm saying. It depends.
Number one, because let's just debunk that again. Because the people that I typically date are usually. I'm just spraying this mic. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
You saying
that? I need ice. Renato, look, we almost done.
Are usually more masculine than I am.
That's what I've been saying.
And I make triple amount of the money, than the people that I'm usually dating.
The entire time is that the dynamic of a homosexual relationship is normally someone who's who they are and someone who's more masculine. Ronaldo has said that from the jump. And you just said most of your relationships are between yourself and someone who's more masculine.
Generally.
So that means
I have dated feminine people as well.
I need more ice.
And I'm saying that, but if you sit up here and say that I've dated somebody that's feminine, but that means that you were more masculine than them.
Sometimes.
Right. In order for you to call them feminine. Cause listen, when I first got to Georgia, I thought I was so ignorant to the gay community that I was trying, I got gay clients and I would try to hook them up with, I got a gay client for you. You know, you talking about you need somebody? I got somebody for you. And I would show them somebody and they're like, oh no, that we the same kind of gay. And I'm what the hell that mean? Yeah, both of y'all gay. And it's no, they're feminine and I'm feminine. So I'm like, oh, so it still works that way in the gay community.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's actually the issue because everyone generally wants someone more masculine than them, and they shun people who are feminine in the gay community. But there are two people that are feminine that are still together.
You still got queens who will say shit like a woman would say, I ain't paying for no date.
That's what some people would say. And they're probably single.
So Saucy Santana might pay for some dates. That nigga got money.
Oh, you're talking about stuff.
But Saucy Santana might get somebody who got more money than him. Cause he's in that he's gonna be around people who the people who he gonna network with is probably gonna have money too.
Something like Saucy Santana probably pulls more straight people than anything in it.
No, they don't pull more straight people. I don't like when people say that. They don't pull straight people.
People who identify as straight.
There you go. That's better. So, like with a woman. A woman wants somebody to provide.
Usually.
And then a gay feminine man wants a masculine man to provide. Generally,
but not all the time.
Now,
that's also what I'm saying.
But you can say that for a heterosexual relationship. But we're speaking generally. Generally, when we see a heterosexual couple, we would think that the man is the provider of that relationship. And not the woman.
Talking about where my juice go?
It had a label on it, so I didn't know if you wanted.
Right, Remy?
Yeah.
And typically, if we see a gay couple, whether it be a woman or a man,
it does not matter what the other person is thinking.
I do have a question about dating.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. Or
y'all want to hear this?
Yes, I do. Because I don't want to hear him.
I wanted y'all to hear me pop the bottle, but y'all didn't hear
it. No, Remy. Morgan has already agreed with me. Would you say?
Yeah, without agreeing with you. No, I have a question though. Like, if you're dating somebody and you're in a relationship with somebody, don't you feel like you should like post that person on social media?
Depends on the comfort level.
You know what I always say, Remy? I always say, when you're in a relationship, don't argue over social media. It's not a real place. Not a real thing.
So you think, here's my thought. I think if you're in a relationship with somebody and they never post you or post anything in reference to you, you have a problem. Like they ain't got to show your face, but if they like post you on a date and we got like 2 drinks.
And like you see your hand or something?
Not even my hand, but like if we got 2 drinks, like, and one's a lemon drop. Come on now, you know, date with a woman. But like if you're dating somebody.
Why I got to be a woman?
That's true. You know they're with somebody.
That's true. I will feel
so like if you're dating someone or you're in a relationship with someone and they never make reference to you, they never post anything about you. It's your birthday and they don't post you. Come on now. They're hiding you.
Yeah.
That is true.
They're hiding you.
Drunky, I told you not to do that.
I'm sorry.
Bam.
Did I?
Morgan, wrap us up.
Can you accept my apology?
Yeah, you my dog.
How
long you been my dog?
For like 10 years at least.
It's my dog, man.
What's the outro? A cheers? Ronaldo got something in his cup. Ronaldo put something in there. Morgan.
Outro is
Mario.
Mario.
He's doing it.
Outro is it's very important to collaborate with anyone you're in business with outside of just meeting. We're so friends first. And that's why we can fuss, fight.
We're family.
Literally. And we always locked in.
I've been knowing these people. I've worked for 13. These people and I've managed these people.
That's so funny. That is.
And here we are. And we going to the top. So I just feel like.
Where it never stops.
God forbid anything happened, but we always knew we had a
got
good
something special
run.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
And what do we got coming up? What they got to look for? Like we got
vision board party on the way.
Yeah,
come on.
That's in January. So y'all be
first week
of
January.
Yeah. Y'all know we going up again Juneteenth, so we got bigger and better in the making.
A surprise guest coming up as well.
Yep.
Super excited
some
about
nice podcast guests coming. So
yes.
Here we go. And a new photo shoot on the way. Shout out to the photographer, Ronaldo.
Who? You see it?
No.
Oh, no, Morgan didn't put juice in his cup. Gather around. ATL.
Mind your business.